Wow. That kind of, yeah. I forgot to press go live. That's my bad. Hey, that's like a warm-up session. I can just talk to myself without fear of anyone being there, just by simply not pressing the live button. How you doing, Luca? Hope you're okay. I'm doing good. So, I hope everyone's doing good. I don't have, well, just got done, obviously, with my birthday last week, and working. So, I'm probably gonna just keep it really simple today. I do have some goals to get a few things done, but I honestly don't get a whole lot of my art goals done. They kind of just, it's just that it's a goal. It's not like a, I don't know. I don't know how to word it. I don't get my stuff done. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna start off with just a little bit of sketching, and then got some, let's see, I got some wallpapers to work on. I did start working on the webtoon the other night and some dino rescue stuff. So I'll probably switch through a bunch of those things. Oh, we also have an animation I could work on too. So we got a bunch of things to work on. So sit back and enjoy. Oh, and I know I was having issues with the internet here ever since that water cord, whatever's going on in the world that caused all the internet to go out yesterday. So there could be some interruptions with the stream. We've tried to make everything work well, but there could be some interruptions. Alright, there we go. I wrote out something. I think a lot of people are in school right now. It's like the school season. But hey, when you're an adult and you don't have to go to school, it becomes free season, where you don't have to like deal with kids out on the streets with their little bicycles and their wanton activities. So this is adult programming right now. We have adult programming. I'm kidding. Karisu, hey, how are you? What you doing? Did you guys get back home yet? Are you guys back in your, is vacation over for you guys? You just woke up? Me too, friend. Today's the day I have off work, so of course I slept in a little bit. I had to. It's mandatory. Mandatory sleeping in. Oh, now you're back with all your animals. I bet you missed them so much. Well, I'm glad you're back home. And is Toad feeling better too? Hopefully Toad wasn't horribly sick or anything. Well, there you go. Maybe Toad was getting a little anxious and stressed being so far away as well. But I can't really speak on that since I don't know Toad personally, you know. Cats are therapists, but they can also be delinquents too. My cats aren't used to my work schedule, so whenever I'm home during the day, like for instance today, they go batshit crazy. Like they're jumping all over the place. They're yelling at me. They'll like come up on my bed and start screaming at me. They'll just be right up on my face and be like, meow, and I'm like, okay, you don't need to do that, but I guess that's fine. I can tolerate it. Unless I'm so sore from the day before, then I get cranky and I'm like, guys, you need, like, please move, go away. Yo, hey, Toad. Carice, you told me you were feeling better. I'm glad you're starting to feel better. Yeah, that's right. You a member now. That's because you're special. I mean, I can't help it. Just so you know, I have no control over, you know, when Mr. Straw Hat or Mrs. Straw Hat came over and donated all those subs, which, like, I'm still surprised that even happened, by the way. I feel bad because this is when I'm going to be least active, like, this month and next month, I'm going to be the least active on YouTube, and now I have all these members. I feel bad. I feel like they're not getting their, you know, their money's worth. But, I have no control over who gets the subs when they're gifted. It goes out randomly. So, just so you know, I definitely did not choose that. You know, when they were being given out, when your name popped up that you got a free member, everyone took notice and they were like, oh, lucky Toad. Some people were, I think, were a little jelly. They had a little jelliness. They were like, Toad is so special. And I'm like, of course Toad is special. Why wouldn't Toad be special? Maybe I should make a Bake Neko. Bake Neko. So, ha. That would be ba. Okay. No, wait. I can never do ne. What is ne again? Hold on. Yeah, I always forget that one. I can't do it. There you go. The Bake Neko. I think for Halloween, I want to do a bunch of Japanese yokai and fairy tales. I guess you wouldn't call them like a Japanese fairy tale. You would probably more say it's a Japanese myth or a legend. But I guess I don't know if I said this before. So I guess a lot of people in Japan, the reason why a lot of cats' tails are so short is because back in the old days, when they believed this stuff existed, when a cat lives for so long, so after it lives a certain amount of years, it could sprout a second tail. So they would cut the tail short on their cats. So, they would cut it right here. They would cut it short, and I guess that would prevent your cat from turning into a yokai. Of course, obviously that's not the case. If they want to turn into a yokai, they'll just do it. But, so, a Bakeneko is a split-tailed cat. Yes, very evil. Very, very evil. I actually have I sketched out a manga, like a one-shot manga, featuring a Bakeneko, but it becomes friends with a girl. I gotta work on that too. Going to work these last few weeks has just solidified, well, it's made me feel horrible, but it's also made me think, wow, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. Like, if I want to do a webcomic and I want to do stuff, I have to actually put the time and effort into it. Otherwise, I will be working at a job for the rest of my life, being tired every day when I get home. Like, what I do here is severely less difficult than doing bakery labor stuff, And there's nothing wrong with doing, bakery labor stuff, especially as a part-time job. It's extremely rewarding, You get the feeling of doing hard work, and, I feel like, I sit at home and I draw all day, but I don't have any physical labor, I don't. Oh my God, Genghis, you scared the shit out of me. Okay, Genghis, I need to tell you something about that window. We need to keep that curtain right there. So if you start playing with it, I'm going to ask you to leave, okay? Yes, that's the curtain I'm talking about, and I see you looking at it. Yeah, I don't care, though. Here. Let's see if we can invite you. See, now I just got lost in thought. Like the idea of doing hard labor, I feel like I got to put in hard work because I haven't been working on my webcomic. So if I work someplace and put in effort, then it'll benefit me in some way, Genghis, don't yell at me. I see you, don't yell at me. Okay? All right. Now, sit down like a good boy, okay? Good. Good. Okay. Yes, I have a curtain there. You're going to have to deal with it this time. I can't have the light coming in. September is the worst time for light hitting my tablet. Okay, but anyways, if that makes sense, So it's a punishment and it's a reward. It's a punishment because when I would work other jobs, I would actually get so motivated to do art that it actually propelled me to get really good at watercolor, because I would come home after work and I would say, man, I really don't want to go to work again, Like, I don't want to do this the rest of my life. So I would go home and I would draw and sketch things and try to improve my skills so I could get better. And it's kind of the same thing. Like, I go to work, and I think to myself, wow, Lynn, you could be home doing other things if you just simply would do them. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, Lynn. So maybe when I get home, I should actually, put some more effort into what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep having a part-time job, It's probably a really screwed up way of thinking, but I don't care. I get something out of it. I get to, I don't know, I feel like it keeps me active. You don't want to be sitting at home all day, even though it's pretty painful for me, and I already have different issues, I'm out of breath all the time. Like, God, I was like washing dishes the one day. I could, it felt like I could barely breathe. I had to go kneel down and just gulp some water, and just I was out of breath. And I was like, man, I could avoid this if I simply was working on my webtoon and doing my marketing like I should be doing. And so that's kind of the things I think about when I'm working and I do this on the side. All in all, it's supposed to be motivational. It's supposed to motivate me to want to do the things I have on the side. It's not meant to be a negative thing. But I also make money, which I can use to make plush, so I get that too. I make the money for the plush. Right, Genghis? What are you doing? Just lay down, Genghis. I can't be entertaining you right now. I have to do stuff. I don't care. You need to lay down. No, no. You do not go up there. You can lay down. No, Genghis. All you need to do is lay down, and the thing won't touch you. Okay, so lay down like this, all right? You can even lay like this, so that way it doesn't even touch you, all right? Here, I'll script you a little. And like I said, it's probably a bad way to look at it, but it's, I don't know. You ever think sometimes you do art for so long and nothing like motivates you or pushes you to work on things? You know, you don't have any desire, you don't have any drive. Well, for me, getting fatigued and being sore is a big motivator for me to not want to do that because it hurts so much. Partially and due to my issue that I have. So the best motivation I get is when I'm going through that. And then on days where I'm not doing anything, it makes me want to work on stuff. I wouldn't really call that a burnout, though. Burnout's when you don't have any ideas, but like, you don't want to forget why you're drawing. You know, you don't want to lose sight of your goals. You know, if you want to make that webcomic, you want to become social media famous, you want to illustrate a book or maybe do an animated series, you know, eventually you might lose sight of what you're working towards, you know. So a part-time job is a great way to really refocus that, because once you're getting up every day at a certain time, and on those days when you're too tired to get up and you realize, well, you could be doing this, or you could be sitting at home waking up whenever you want if you just were doing the work. That is a great motivator, at least for me. All right, and Genghis is gone. No, Genghis, do not touch my cords. Go. Come on. Thank you. Genghis, come on, stop touching my cords. Go. No, Genghis, do not touch. Jeez. Unfortunately, Genghis is not the greatest motivator when it comes to doing stuff. So, jeez, Genghis, you're not gonna do this, are you? Look, I don't know what you want. Okay, you were like bothering me all day yesterday. You and Pancake, actually. I got so fed up, I had to actually put on headphones just to deal with it, and then I had to leave the room because you guys wouldn't stop following me. You guys are great, but I really need to get stuff done now. Like, this is the only day I'm off this week. If I don't draw, I feel like my head is going to explode. I want to draw. That's what I want to do. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, how you doing? Oh geez. I had work yesterday, so I'm a little tired and I'm probably a little cranky too, so don't mind me. It's going to be pretty casual today. I'm going to try to work on some stuff. You know what? In fact, blah, 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 blah. There, let's just do that. And now let's actually work on something. Oh, that's right. Here's something that's good. So for the first time in like 3 to 4 years, I have actually started doing the line art for my webcomic. I have actually started the process of drawing the webcomic. Yes, you may be impressed. You should be, because I don't normally do this. It's hard to do it. And it's all because of overthinking, really. I just overthink everything, you know. Oh shit, I want a grilled cheese. Oh, that's right. I need to make new icons now that we have so many members. The problem is when all those memberships expire, they're gonna like go away. So I won't have them. So, where's my... Hey, away. The rating is gone. Where's the rating? They took away the rating. What is my rating? I thought I was at a 9. Or a, well, it was close to 10. Whatever. So, I looked at my webcomic, and so I did this about, like, what, 3-4 years ago? And I thought, because I didn't really know how I drew it, I went back and looked at some of these frames, and it turns out I was a really poor artist back then. Because the way I draw leaves now is a lot different. It's more refined. So I was looking at this, and I'm like, wow, Lynn, you really did not know what you were doing. So I realized, you know what, that means I can draw the new episodes any way I want, because the way I did it before, like, look at those trees. Look how horrible they look. They're just sticks. That's what I did for trees. And look, there's some grass. I drew as just blobs. Oh my gosh. So basically, I was worrying myself over nothing, because apparently I draw a lot better than I do now. So. Guess that's the refined version. This is the... Alright, I want to do just line work today. What is this? 10 point? Where's my prologue copy? Hey, Sherry, how are you? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream here. It's gonna be pretty casual today. I haven't sorry if it's not the most entertaining. I've been working part-time, so I've been pretty exhausted. So I'm gonna try to work on a few things that I haven't got a chance to work on. Let me make a notation. But I'm gonna start working on my webcomic. I gotta start doing that. I can't be lazy about it. Okay, 10 point anime pen. And that's for line work. Leaves. Okay. You're being forced to leave. I'll be here later. Don't worry. Go be forced. You'll be fine. Where's my didn't I have, oh yeah, there it is. Sorry, you asked if I was doing good. No, I'm doing good. I got to sleep in a little bit. Working on the webcomic as of now. And I might need to put a header there. So what you're seeing right now is I'm actually working on the first parts of the webcomic for the revised version. I'm kind of calling it like a reboot. So I already have a bunch of episodes that I posted already. It only went to 38. See, I only did 38 episodes, and it ended in October 22. There was no real conclusion to it, which I feel bad about. And then I guess I got burnt out or something. So, wow. I started this in 2019. Oh my gosh, this has been so long. Oh my gosh. I can't handle this. I need to do better and make more. Oh my gosh, what? Hello? Darn it, I wanted to play with you. I wanted to pretend I was a pizza place. Okay, so look how I drew trees. They were basically like broccolis. Although I kind of like that style actually. Like it fits with everything. Like I'm not gonna say I horribly drew it, but I'm just overthinking. That's what I'm doing. I'm thinking and I keep overthinking and I think that I can't do it. That's the problem. And I gotta get out of that. So, you know what? That's what it looks like. Okay, now let's go with these episodes and do better. Right, Genghis? Oh, yeah, you want to see the toad? Heck yeah, I love toads. Okay, hold on. So, look, I wasn't going to name this guy. Maybe I think his name was just Toad. I never made an official name for him yet. But when Steggy rolls into this pond, he's like, "Well, I'm incoming." And the toad is like, yeah. See, I told you I love toads. You came to the right place. You know you did. I want to do a whole episode where there's toads. Particularly, I'm thinking where Steggy finds a tiny tadpole egg, and he thinks it's like a little gem, because if you've seen like a tadpole egg, some of them are amber colored, and they kind of look like little gemstones when they're in the light, which I personally, I love that idea. I love how they're just like tiny little babies, you know? Oh, Jesus, Pancake, you scared me. You can't go on the thing. Genghis is on the thing right now. So I want to kind of make it like where he found a gemstone. But it turns out to be this, like a gem toad or a mineral toad. So like he'll grow little crystals on his back, but they only grow when they come to contact with water. So you know how there's those crystal candies that grow in water? You can grow them yourself. You probably did it in school. Yeah, so that's what that toad is going to grow. He's going to grow little crystal rocks. Oh, is it rock candy? That's what it's called. Those rock candies, he's going to grow those on his back. And you're going to be able to eat them to get toad powers. Everyone needs toad powers. Okay, where is this? This needs more definition. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to make all of this a silhouette, so I don't need to add any of that detail. See, I'm also trying to play with different lighting schemes with this revised version of the webcomic. Like, I want to, which is probably taking away from the simplicity of it all, but, I mean, there's like a few chapters where I could like really go all out, which I don't mind that. guess I should probably notate that this is only going to be, because there's going to be 3 different types of environment. There's your foreground, background, and midground. So I guess I probably should have like 5 different layers for that. Pancake, what are you doing? I bet she's up to no good. I just can't prove it. Genghis, you having fun? You doing okay now? Be careful, don't roll off. Don't roll off. Come on. Please, come on. Oh no. Come on, get back on the chair. Okay, good boy. All right. Thank you. Okay, yes. No, I love you too. All right. Let's get you on the chair. Yeah. Come on, on the chair. Is that better? Yes, it is. Okay, thank you. This is so hard to figure out. Okay, I think I got it. Sonny, what's wrong? What do you see? What's wrong? Angus, don't eat that. Not good, not tasty. think I drew that wrong. Yes, Genghis. How can I help you? Okay, I can't help you right now, hon. Yeah. I love you too. I thought I had a template. I don't. Okay, so we have environments, text copy, those are for frames, environment copy. Layer management is such a pain in the butt. Okay, so we already have, I got a Steggy character, I already have that one. Additional character, I got that one. So environment, I need a background layer, a straight background. And then environment 1, 2, 3. Background environment, and this would just be like the sky, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think. Okay, this is environment foreground. Or let me just label it environment 4. Median. Line. Color. Okay, so foreground, maybe let's make that like hotcake. Yeah. Midground. Okay, foreground, midground. Oh, and then background. Pancake, can I help you? Why don't you go sit on your chair? You used to like it. Why don't you go there anymore? Okay. Okay. Foreground, midground, background. Okay. See, you can make like a document or a copy with all of your layers and then use them and just copy paste instead of like making ones every single freaking time. Edit, paste, and there we go. So I've already got environment copy. For mid back. I need to change the colors of these eventually too. Pancake. Yeah. How are you, Pancake? What are you doing? Oh, okay. There she goes. Right, Genghis? Oh. Okay. Genghis, don't touch my things. let me do that instead. Okay, now we got it. Okay, now we got both of those. Oh, Genghis, you're leaving? No. Hey, Lily, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Well, sure, Lily, if you want to draw anyone in your world, you're more than welcome to. Danica. How are you? Welcome. This is a pretty casual day today. Actually working on my webtoon, which is a surprise. I don't normally do this, which is, I should not be admitting that, but I am. But I was feeling motivated after working the last few days, because, man, I don't want to work like physical labor jobs like that the rest of my life, you know. So, time to get busy. Time to get busy. Luca, why are you making yourself a snake? Oh my gosh. You make me think you're like hiding behind a rock or underneath the couch, just waiting to like shake your tail at me and hiss and be like, hey. Yeah, Luca, don't you have school? I feel like, because this was around the time when you joined last year, and I know you had school then. Yes, do it. Make Luca the king snake. And then maybe draw a stapler. Staplers are pretty cool. I mean, they're like the only office tool that you could like seriously hurt somebody with the exception of like maybe a letter opener. You could hurt somebody with that too. Not that I'm saying we should, just I want you to all to know that it could happen. Oh my god, no. No, I would never do that. No, I don't. No, because the snake would just eat me, and then probably someone else, and then perhaps would then need to have loads of beer to vomit everyone out, and then by that time we would just have to explode him. So, no, I would. No, I don't think I would. I think I would visualize the rabbit ears, but I don't think I would ever staple the rabbit ears on him. I would, yeah, well, no, I would get him drunk. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's good to have a snake around, just, you know, snaking everyone or something, or, you know, just snake it up. Why are you here? Shouldn't you be working? Doing, you know, your job, which you get paid handsomely for? Somehow I feel like you shouldn't necessarily be here. But yet, here you are. I'm amazingly too nice to staple rabbit ears. However, if I was presented with a plush snake, yes, of course, those rabbit ears are absolutely going on. I'll call it the rabbit's, you know, like hissing, but with rabbit tongue, and I don't know how I would work that out. I feel like I would need maybe to do some research on that to get the right consistency Well, hello, Danica. How are you? Do it, Toad. See, good. You're getting inspired. This is what you need. You needed to get inspired to now hopefully make a rabbit snake hybrid. Because if you think about it, cats hiss at you, and then the rabbit will hiss at you. The snake will hiss at you. The rabbit will probably just thump its little legs on the ground, you know. All right, let me, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get more of that. Going to get a drink refill and grab my popcorn. All right, let me go grab that soda. Also make sure to stand. If you've been sitting a long time, maybe just give yourself a little stretch, you know what I'm saying? It's good for the body, good for the soul. So, yes, very good, very good. Wow. Also popcorn. All right, I'll be right back. I've returned. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I actually have 2 bags of chips. I got barbecue chips and I got popcorn. I want to make sure I'm well fed today. I'm not gonna lie. Gotta make sure we keep up on them calories. Oh my gosh, Toad, it's perfect. We got no cat? We got no cat. Let's see if we can instead focus on me. Oops. Shoot. No, it's gonna be a snake rabbit. At least that was my idea. What was Toad's? Toad was... No, yeah, snake rabbit too, yeah. But also I thought about like a snake cat. Oh, jeez. I'm thinking about everything. I've got that everything, you know. Hey, it's my desk. And there's more of my desk. That's me. You don't need to sit down. Okay, but you have mochi and ramen in the house, right? As long as it's in the house, it's easy, it's simple. It's called getting your not your boyfriend, wow, your husband, getting your husband to grab you some. That's what that's called. That is what that's called. And it's generally pretty easy. You simply ask your husband, the Kurisu, to please go get me the stuff I desire. And then you can follow that up with a please, thank you, babe, hun, sugar bunny, Baba Kiki, you know, however you want to do that. But that's how you get what the things you want, is by nicely asking other people. Oh, come on. So Kurisu can't even, like, grab stuff? He knows how to grab his own ice cream. I thought he did that the one time. And as I remember, nothing was set on fire, which was good, you know. So. Ooh, what kind of keychain do you want to make? That would be pretty cool if Foss. They also have that oven baked clay. Any tips? Oh. With clay, try to go a little bit more simple than you would do a drawing. So, like, say you're doing a head and you're doing eyes. Maybe just make it like simple chibi eyes or something a lot more simple. So, for my clay stuff that I've done, so this is my clay bucket. I know I've shown you this before, so let's get these out of the way. Now, luckily, Steggy's already really, like, kind of, but you just want to make it like a lot more simple than you would do in a drawing, so that way it retains the idea of what the character is, but it's still a, this is just a paper drawing. I know you can't see it. Wait, where's the camera? There it is. Yeah, you can't see it. I mean, that's what I would do. Or you can put the clay on there, let it dry, and then like lightly paint over the details with a fine brush. Like then you could put like an actual little anime eye on there, or like add little details. And then for Foss's hair, if you have like glitter or maybe some like little sparkles, and you know, you can just kind of like sprinkle that over there, you know, that would be good. Toad, I love your husband. I think your husband is great, and your husband has an amazing personality. I think your husband is not very good at assisting you with certain things, you know, like grabbing a cup of water, or like maybe making dinner, or, and like, I'm saying this, and I'm not trying to be like overly negative in any way. I was just letting you know, I think maybe, you know, like, I hope you know what I'm saying. Because you're telling me he can't even, like, can he at least grab mochi from the freezer? I gotta at least know if he can get mochi. Well, I don't have to know, but can he at least get mochi from the freezer? Dude, oh, speaking of which, there's this really good mochi brand called Bubby's. I guess it's mochi made in Hawaii. It is one of the mochi itself is one of the most tender, succulent mochis I've ever tasted in my life. Like, the vanilla is to die for. Honestly, and we have mochi rice at home, and we tried making like just the mochi part of it, And honestly, I was just happy with that. But if I could get some ice cream in there, I would be like so much happier. I'd be like, score, son. Ooh, you done the drunk cat snake? Sweet. Okay, what is this? Okay, this is the tree. I should not have put that there, but I did, because I'm stupid. Okay, so that's technically a mid-ground layer, so let me just delete these a-holes. Okay, now we have mid-ground. Thank you, that's what I want. Let's see, this is one giant silhouette, so I guess I could just make this all one color. Like, I'm kind of, like, logically, I'm wondering if it's because Kurisu is just naturally a little clumsy, you know, like, maybe his foot trips over something in the house, or something like that, or if he gets so distracted. So say he's got a plate of soup, right, and then he sees a cat walking past him that does something so silly he has to look at it. So then he goes over and tries to look at the cat, and then maybe decides, oh shoot, I should give the cat a treat. Maybe let's go see if they want a greenie. So he goes over, gets a treat, forgets he doesn't even realize he has the bowl of soup in his hands. So then when he's bending over, suddenly soup is now everywhere, broken glass. The cats are happy because they get soup, a little bit unhappy because now they're eating broken glass. And Kreesu's like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I better call my best amazing husband, Toad. Toad comes in, is like, what the hell did you do? And Kreesu's like, look at Meadow, she's doing the cutest thing. And Toad's like, wow, that's great. Okay, let's clean this up. And Kreesu's like, no, I want to go feed the cats now. So then he goes off, feeds the cats, leaves Toad to clean up the mess. I feel like that was extremely accurate, and I would like just a little bit of consideration for how well I pulled that off. I'm just letting you know. Yes! Yes, I was accurate! We got what we're looking for! Okay, so it's more like he gets distracted with things. Well, that's kind of scary, because what if, like, because I know Kreesu drives, right? You told me he has a car. So what if he sees something like he's driving and he sees the most giant praying mantis of his life sitting on a leaf. He's driving, going down the road, maybe heading home from work, sees the most giant praying mantis. He's like, oh my gosh, I need to go and look at it and maybe take a picture, show Toad. So jumps out of the car. But what I didn't tell you is we're in traffic. So he jumps out of the car, doesn't pull over the right way, so all the other Japanese people are behind him honking because they like order. They're not going to just go around the car. They got to wait. And then all of a sudden, it's been 30 minutes, and he's been now looking for the praying mantis family in the other leaves. Meanwhile, the cops get called, and they're asking him, sir, what are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, I was just looking at praying mantis. I've only been here for 30 seconds. And they're like, no, sir, we got evidence you've been here for about 30 minutes. And he's like, oh, shoot, okay, let me get in the car. So he just runs in the car, runs off. Now it's considered evading police because the police want to keep talking to him. See what I'm getting at? I'm just full of ideas of Kreesu getting in massive trouble criminally. Oh, he would zone out. Oh my gosh. So I guess you've gone around the house and realized that something's been broken. And poor Kreesu's like, oh my god, I didn't know. Or, oh yeah, I forgot about it. And then he's like, whoops. You want to see this drawing I did? That's what I assume it would be like. Sweet mesquite. Cape Cod. Yeah. Get some chips up in here. What, really, Toad? Oh my gosh. I swear I was just making that story up. I really didn't mean to like hit it so accurately. That does sound like Karisu though. Okay, you know what? I have tried to take a video of birds as I've been driving because I want to show it to my boyfriend. Because I see hawks all over the place. And I have to tell him as soon as I see one. Like, this is important. Like, I've got to tell him how fat the hawk was, what type his feathers were. Like, were they fluffy? Was he looking a little skinny? And I'm guessing, like, Kurisu can't wait till he's safely, like, he's got to tell you right now. But when you saw it, did you tell Kurisu, oh, look, that's really cool? Did you tell him it was cool anyway, even though you couldn't see it? This is the sign of a good, healthy relationship. You two are like the pinnacle of what a good health looks like. Seriously. Oh, poor Kurisu. Oh, I wonder what bug it could have been. That's so you, Toad. That's great. Now shut up and drive. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Too good, too good. I hope he never gets into a car accident because of like looking at a bug or maybe looking at like a cool animal on the side of the road. Imagine telling the insurance company why you crashed or telling the police. Yes, it was because I saw this baby raccoon hanging out on the side of the road and I decided I really, really needed a picture of it, but this particular angle, of course while I'm driving, I would do it no other way. And yeah. Oh, he's really... Oh my gosh, this is just so horrible. It's funny, and I don't mean to laugh, but this is also kind of, like, concerning. Now I'm really concerned about general safety of you two. I think I popped my boyfriend's tire once because I was looking at geese on the side of the road. That was with his old car. And then with this new car, I think I can't remember, did I do something similar? He has a newer car now. What was it? There's something really stupid I did. And I tried to play it off, but I can't remember what it was. The sad part is he was in the car too, so I couldn't, like, deny it. I just had to kind of pretend that I didn't see anything, you know. It wasn't geese, because that was the last car. Why is this so weird? This is not 10. Yeah, it's 12. What are you doing? Oh, this is fucking up. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, it's screwing up. I didn't swear. Don't worry. Shopping cart. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. But still, that didn't really happen. I think the shopping cart, well, I mean, we don't really need to discuss it because it's not, I mean, not important. But, yeah, no, so I definitely did have maybe something a little bit to do with that, because I wasn't about to get out of the car and move the shopping cart myself. I would rather just go around it. And I guess going around it is kind of difficult when it's in the way, so I just kind of pushed it out of the way with the car. I mean, none of that seemed wrong, except the part where I, like, scraped against the car with the cart, but, you know. We weren't really going to talk about it because that would just bring up hurt feelings and it would probably offend some people, so. By the way, who's Kurisu? Kurisu is Toad's lovable, adorable, completely sane husband. I'm kidding. No, he is, Kurisu is Toad's husband. He's also an artist. He's a really good artist. He has a really unique style. Definitely, if he pops into chat, you should look up his account, maybe give him a follow. He does a lot of, like, really, really neat color palettes, and I don't know how to describe his drawing style other than unique, but if there's a better word for it, like a lot of sketchiness, like it's got like a lot of line work, and I don't know. Okay, you know what? Lying around, aren't you supposed to be working? I really feel like you're supposed to be working, you know, at this moment in time, but I feel like you are not working, so yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. What was my transition for this? Did I even have a transition? Where's that frame? No, I didn't have a transition. I'm just gonna, I need to make some side headers. I'm gonna need transition here. Right there. And I think that'll be it. And what's this? Oh, yeah. That'll be just one frame in it, so... Oh, there's a frame around this. That's what okay. I am no longer confused. Yep. There we go. But no, I wouldn't... Wait, so that's what Kurisu's been doing this whole time? So he never got food this whole time? His idea of food was going out foraging for berries? Unbelievable, this guy. Kurisu, get your blueberry butt over here. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's Kurisu for you, though. Totally accurate, totally accurate description that I gave. Oh, he can hear me. Ah, shit. Hey, Kurisu, how them berries, huh? They pretty blue? Why don't you go get Toad some food? Toad wants mochi. Go get Toad some the mocha. He said they're kind of good. Oh, God. Karisu, you don't eat the green blueberries. They're not ripe. You don't even do that for mulberries. Oh, my gosh. How does he stay alive? Like, how often does he get sick? Is it like once every day or once every week? Like, what's the ratio of sickness that he's getting? No, Karisu. Oh, my God. Karisu, no. So, oh, man. If they're green, they're not ripe. Okay, listen to Lynn. Lynn knows her blueberries. You know what? Why don't you draw me a character based on blueberries? I think that would be more fun. And you could also get Toad that mochi that they've been wanting. Because, you know, they said they wanted some mochi. And then also give me a mochi too, because now I kind of want one. Okay, they better be blue. I'm gonna get all over your tail if they're not blue. They better be blue. Quick, let's say something weird because Nightblood can't hear us. Peanut butter balls. It's okay because Nightblood can't hear us, so it's only appropriate as long as no one hears you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Whenever I go to work, it turns out I'm incredibly inappropriate, like, all the time. I am a pretty bad person. Hey, what's up, Nightblood? We did not say or do anything that would have been needed for you to hear, so feel free to join in. How's your day going? You doing okay? You like peanut butter? I need to settle. I need to settle down. I didn't swear. Don't worry, I didn't swear. Hey, all the kids should be in school right about now, so I should be able to do what I normally do, which is swear incessantly. You have not forgotten how to draw. You just gotta get back into it. It's like riding a bike or learning how to make eggs or cleaning the house. You didn't forget how to do it. You just gotta, like, you know, get back into it. That's what it is. I've forgotten how to clean the house. That ain't no lie. Although amazingly, I can do it at work. Oh, today I actually swept the floor of the second story here. It, like, when the dust isn't around me, I feel better. And I don't really understand if that's scientific, but somehow I feel better knowing that there's not a pile of cat fur at my feet. You know, trying to get on my feet and make me furry, you know. I don't like that. I think I have some emotional problems. Probably. What were you saying? Oh, I didn't say anything. I was saying about how I enjoy. I like soda. And I heard, no, you haven't forgotten how to draw. You just got to get back into it. Just get out a piece of paper, you know, get out some sidewalk chalk. Go find, like, you know, a wall to draw on and just, you know, let it out, you know. Hey, sometimes you just have bad weeks or days or even months of drawing. It'll get better. It'll get better over time. Don't worry. You didn't forget anything. Dude, the cicadas are outside singing the song of their bug people. I had a cicada fly into my face when I was outside at night the one time. That was scary as all heck. Just imagine a big cicada just, slamming you right in the face. Not cool, dude. Not cool. Well, you still got time before the art competition, right? Like, it's not due, like, today, is it? Hopefully it's not due today. What is your dad doing? Or why? What? Okay, what do you do that you deserve to get cicada shells thrown at you? Low key, if I had one of those little cannon guns, those little, they're not actually a firearm. It's just like a little, they put a little, like a condenser tank in there, and it just shoot like a potato cannon. You could put like cicada shells in there and potatoes and stuff, and you can shoot them at like walls and watermelon, occasionally people. But I didn't say that. Those are fun. I love me one of those. Unfortunately, I don't know how to make one of those, which is why I don't have one. But I was working at one place where we were a startup company. The engineer made a potato gun, so we took it and we practiced inside of the office. So that was kind of fun. That was like one of the highlights of my time working there. The other times were horrible because, the guy was embezzling money and all, but we don't talk about that. Oh, your dad has a salt gun? Oh, okay. That makes sense. I mean, if I had a salt gun, I would probably play with it too. So, and look, Nightblood, when you get older and you have little youngins of your own, you're going to want to have a salt gun to occasionally mess with them. I mean, after all, it was the way you were raised. Why don't you raise them then? I'm kidding. Sometimes I see TikToks and videos of parents just doing horrible pranks on their kids. And I kind of think to myself, wow, that's how emotional problems start. Not being able to trust people and not being able to, form a good relationship because, back then your mom told you that this egg was like a live egg and it turned out it was a fake egg, and stuff. Oh my gosh, tell Karisu to get his skinny little ass inside and sit down. Maybe give him a Benadryl, have him calm down, and tell him you're in for the night. Dude, that sounds like a cool dad. Yeah, what up, Lineart? How you doing? Why isn't Karisu in a tree? Karisu is like... He was built for trees. Karisu is essentially a really tall version of maybe a 7-year-old. Like, Karisu is like high energy. At least it seems that way. He has all that energy to crawl around in bushes and find bugs. Yes, that's it. Because it's fun to talk about Karisu and his antics. And amazingly, even though Karisu is in a tree almost 80% of his day, he still manages to almost fall out of the tree, in which, in that case, he needs Toad's help to somehow pull him out of danger. You think with somebody being in a tree that much, like, they wouldn't get stuck. But no, Karisu is kind of like this hyperactive cat that just climbs up the tree and then doesn't know how to get down, and then I'm going to guess maybe texts Toad to say, oh my gosh, Toad, I can't get down, help me out. Toad's like, oh my god, again, this is like the 5th time today. And Karisu's like, well, I saw a bug up there and it looked really cool, I wanted to go get it. And, you know, Toad's like, oh my god, alright, hold on. Okay, can you get me a mochi? And then Karisu's like, nah, I'm gonna go back up in the tree as soon as you're gone. And Toad's like, oh my god. That's what I think, like, would naturally happen. Yeah, no, Toad, they're just saying that usually if one of you is present in the stream, Karisu is also usually present. It's actually kind of a compliment, you know, because you two are such a good pair, you know? Like, you don't see one without the other, you know? Because you guys like to spend so much time with each other, you know? He makes you join, and then he leaves you to go out to forage for berries and climb up a tree. Dude, he's hyper. Has he had any caffeine today? Alright, we'll see you later. Good luck on the pot. See you soon. Oh, I can't help you with any of that. That's all you, my friend. Just do your best. Wash your hands. Who wouldn't want to roll out around on the grass on a nice day? You're telling me you never rolled around in the grass? You are looking at the pinnacle of adulthood, alright? When you're an adult, you get to choose when you want to roll around in the grass and get stuck in a tree. You kids don't get no choice. You gotta get a school and do school stuff. And be studious. Ooh, I love hammocks. If I had one to hang around here, I would get one, but I don't have any. There's only like one tree that's like legally on our property, and that's not hammock material. It'd be cool to have one of those big swings, like where your whole, like you can sit in the entire thing, like not like a kiddie swing, Just one of those huge swings that you sit in and you could like lay down in. Wow, that sign must have been there for a long time to get fused. Oh, I lost my six. How did you give Karisu his number? Honestly, Karisu kind of does seem a little high with how you're describing him. But I didn't think any of that was legal in Japan. Oh, that's right. You all been talking on Pinterest lately and sharing all your private information. Hey, we can't help with any of that. That's all you, Toad. Good luck. Oh my god, these chips are addictive. Jesus. Here, I'll have some popcorn next. You don't share private info on Pinterest? Well, I mean, no, you shouldn't. I mean, if you're all adults, I guess it don't matter. The problem with giving out a phone number is that phone numbers can be traced. You know, you could get a GPS location on it. But like if you go on Discord or Pinterest, you can't trace the person's location from that. So that's why like a phone number is like pretty sacred. Like I would never give you my phone number, you know. Plus, and this is just kind of like in general, if it turns out that anybody you give your number to is actually a minor, so under the age of 18, and if any of your conversations get like a little too spicy, you know, that could lead to issues. So that's why I try to keep like, I won't give anyone my number. Like, you never know who they are. I ain't dealing with that. Because even if you're joking or insinuating something maybe inappropriate, that could be, that could technically be, like, labeled as, what was it? Derangement, derangement of a youth's mind. It's like a law that covers, or a charge that covers, you may not be, being fully inappropriate, but if you're insinuating and making jokes that are more for adults, it's like corruptment of a youth's mind, even though most youth already know about it, Toad, why don't you go over to Karisu and ask him why he's texting this person? I mean, you're right with him, right? Oh, neat. I didn't know Karisu partook in that stuff. And he seems like someone who gets lack of sleep a lot. I don't know. I think he's high. He sounds it. Whoa, Toad. Yo, I never said anything sending a picture of a bug was bad. What made you think that? Oh my gosh, I love popcorn. No, not Jimmy John's. You silly goose. Different Jimmy. Yeah, I always wondered, like, who Jimmy is to you guys, because, some of the things that Jimmy and Karisu, like, say and talk about seem a little bit more than just friends, but maybe I don't really understand, like, that kind of language, so I just overthink of it. Yeah, I don't really think I need to know what you and Karisu are talking about. It's so weird, because even if Karisu isn't here, somehow he becomes the main focus of the chat. No matter what. I don't know how he does that. It is pretty chaotic. So, if you guys want to keep talking about it, I mean, why don't you guys open, like a private chat between yourselves? Like, Karisu isn't really here on the chat, and it doesn't really pertain to anyone else who's on the stream right now, so, I'm gonna have to ask you to either stop talking about it or, just, like, why don't you talk amongst yourselves, you know? Well, then ask Toad if Toad has Pinterest, and then text him on there. You know, we don't need to make every stream about what Karisu's doing, you know, so. Like, this isn't a Karisu stream, this is a drawing stream. It's fine for a little bit, but we don't want to just keep talking about it for another hour or two. And if Toad wants to know what Karisu is saying, Toad just needs to walk over to Karisu and say, hey, what are you saying? And Karisu will be like, here, I showed them this and this. And then there you go. I don't know if I want to add more leaves to this or... that's okay. No. Hello! Welcome. Oh, I did this on foreground? Oh, I did. Okay. So I want to mention, Creasy, so that even though you're like on stream here, we don't need to know like what you're privately sending other people. So I hope that doesn't mean you and Nightblood will continue talking about, you know, what you guys have been texting each other. Just kind of want to keep it casual today. I had a really stressful week, so I'm not really looking to, you know, moderate a whole lot. I gotta get some stuff done, so just let you know. How is my job? Oh my god, stressful. There's a lot of physical type stuff, you know, like, well, you gotta stand on your feet, but there's also a lot of, you know, heavy lifting, and it can get really fast paced. So that's another part to it. And sometimes it gets so busy you don't even get out of work on time, you know? Yeah, it's in the bakery part, so make the donuts and all that. Mind you, I don't physically make the donuts. I just handle glazing all of them. And then doing a lot of counter service, cleaning the bakery, a lot of cleaning, oh my gosh. Like, you just have piles and piles of dishes to do. And then, like, a lot of miscellaneous other tasks. Sometimes I don't even know how I drive home because I'm so wiped out at the end of everything. Yeah, so this will be just a seasonal job. So the place that I work at is a farm that only opens to the public during certain months of the year. So this is the fall part, the fall month. So they open up for like two and a half months, I would say, and sell everything. And then they, well, they pay me, but they then will shut down for like 4 months and then open again for the spring. So I got this month to go, and then next month, and then I'll be done. Oh shoot, did I do that twice? Oh, I did? No. Oops. My bad. Okay, now that's better. Whoops. You found a caterpillar today. Oh, that's pretty cool. We found a praying mantis at the bakery a while back. We also found a giant butterfly. It was a butterfly that landed in our sheet trays. So when I was doing the sheet trays, it popped out and flew out, and it scared me. Because, you know, normally I don't deal with butterflies, I deal with sheet trays. So that was kind of like, ugh. So Luca, you went back to school, right? this seem like such a... Is this the same? Yeah, it is. It seems like it's a fatter marker. Ooh, you drew a friend for your bestie? Or you know, you didn't drew a friend. You drew a picture for your bestie? So Luca, have you decided what kind of clay? I know you said the air dry clay, but and are you only gonna try to do Foss, or are you gonna try to do other gems as well? Because it would make a really cute keychain. Plus, the clay is unique. It's not like just all the other keychains everyone else makes with the plastic and everything. So I mean, I think it would be cool. I support your supporting the Foss. Yes, there you go. Let your imagination take over. Why, was Cinnabar too hard to draw? One, two, three, four, five. On page 6. got a kernel stuck in my teeth. Ah, shoot. Okay. Hey, Ted, what's up? Oh my gosh, this kernel is killing me. Hold on, I gotta... Shoot. Oh. I also need to get a pillow for my bum since my bum hurts. Hold on. Pillow for my bum. Ooh, that's nice. Feels very good. Hey, GB, how are you? Sorry, I had to go grab, had to floss my teeth. I'm working on my webcomic today, or at least a little bit right now. I don't want to do it, like, all day, though. But honestly, since Luca was talking about Land of the Lustrous, I kind of want to draw... I kind of want to try drawing one of the characters. Okay, Luca, do you think... I'm going to try to draw one of the characters from Land of the Lustrous. Who do you think I should draw? Do you think I should try to draw Well, I guess I should try draw Fos, right? Ooh, you can use 2 layers. Sorry, I'm looking at the things. Alright, hold on. Let me search, because Foss is cute. Okay. Oh, she's so cute. I think the way that they did 3D in this anime was a really good choice, because with all the special effects of the hair and the gems and everything, regardless, I think they did it really well. Some of the 3D stuff, like that one, I think the one Ghibli one that tried the 3D, that one turned out like a nightmare. It just looked so ugly. Still can't fathom why they did it that way. I don't know, like, what the reason was. I mean, they've been using traditional animation for so long. I don't know why you would suddenly change to 3D, look. I mean, it's okay to experiment with it, but with a high-class studio like that, you think it would look a little better. Or maybe I'm just being overly dramatic about it. Probably. Yeah, the head still looks so bad. You're starting school. Oh, Toad. I mean, not Toad, Ted, sorry. No, don't worry, Luca, I'm doing Foss. I feel like I draw all the faces so boorish. They're all so boorish. Okay, there is, wait, ah! Okay, there is Foss. It's around like noon right now. Well, it's actually 1 o'clock right now. Oh shoot! I didn't realize. Oh, I forgot today was 9/9. Today is National Cerno Day. Oh, I need to draw a Cerno. I want to get in on some of that action. So so this fandom that I'm a part of, Toho, the Toho fandom, there is a character named Cerno, and 9/9 is coined as Cerno Day. I guess because of the way, I guess it was like the name, how way that her name is spelled. Cerno, it's like means 9 or something. I don't quite understand it. I just know that today is Cerno Day. That is what I know. So I need to draw a Cerno before the day's up. That's what I need to do. Well, obviously it was probably just an actual 11-year-old telling you not to swear. They don't like seeing like people older than them doing things that they wish they can do. That's why a lot of kids harass like teenagers and adults, because you know they're not supposed to do things and they hate seeing others not being their equal. So that's why they'll like harass you and stuff. It's science. It really is. Okay, here is Foss. What do you think, Luca? Did I do a good job? I think I did a good job. Okay, now we need to draw a Cerno. How could I forget today was Cerno Day? Like, seriously. Oh, everybody's already posted so much art for Cerno Day, and I'm late. No, I don't want to use these features. Cerno. Come on. Cerno. Cerno Day 2025. Aw. Everyone's already done their art. I bet the Pixiv artist did a good job. Let me see what they've been doing. Are these Yucaris? They look like Yucaris. Oh, so much Toho, such little time. Oh! that's cute. Idiot squad. That is true. Okay. Okay, Cerno. Let's draw Cerno for Cerno Day. I should sing Cerno songs, but I don't want to like give out my amazing lustrous voice. Hey, Summer. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So today in Toho, so I'm part of a fandom called Toho. There is a character within that range of fandom called Cerno. And on 9/9 of every year, so today is 9/9/25, it's called Cerno Day, where everybody draws a bunch of Cerno. So to celebrate, we are going to draw Cerno. So Cerno is an ice fairy from the Toho fandom. And seriously, if you've not tried out the Toho fandom, you really need to. You're missing out on such good lore, such good character development, and just amazing games and amazing music. I mean, there's really no other way I can explain it to you other than those amazing reasons. There's RPG games, there's strategy games, there's bullet hell games. There's a lot of good stuff. Like even Hatsune Miku sung a Toho song. Like that, one of her songs, Bad Apple, was from Toho. So yeah, what do you think? The base down. Now, need to give her ice wings. I probably made the bow too big though. I always make the bow too big whenever I'm drawing Cerno. Well, a lot of the characters honestly have bows in their hair, so you'd think I would be used to it by now, but I'm still not. We got our cute little Cerno. Sorry, I'm trying to go fast on this one. I want to get it over with. I think I tried drawing Cerno last year, and I was trying to do, I wanted to do an animation, and then I completely forgot about it. So, we're just gonna draw her like this. No problemo. Cerno. Soldier of justice. Toho. Yes, good. I will convert you all into the amazingness that is the Toho fandom. What is Toho? Toho is the amazingness of amazingness. So Toho, it's a fandom, obviously, but it's this ongoing series. So it started off with these bullet hell games. So it started off in Japan with these bullet hell games. So it's a game where you take a character and you're dodging a ton of these projectiles called bullets. So it looks like this. So there's a character in the center, and it's shooting out a bunch of projectiles, and you're down here, and you're trying to, trying to evade all of them. So that's how it kind of started. But it's expanded. Because the music from those games became so popular that they got a lot of notoriety. It's an indie game being released today. And there's so much fan content that that's how it blew up, because so many fans enjoyed it. So initially it wasn't popular at all, like no one really knew about it. But then it got such a big fan base that it's spread off and it like took flight. So now there's video games, so there's RPG games. Some of them are for the Switch, like Nintendo Switch. There's they got on Steam. There's rhythm games because a lot of it's based around music. There's also a few RPG games like dungeon crawlers that I play. Novels. There's manga. There's even an anime about it, and you even see it at anime cons now. They have a ton. Like people are actually dressing up in cosplay. Like it's just getting everywhere. You know, it's getting everywhere. So yeah, and there's just so much to go for. There's so much for it, you know, and so much about it. I'd highly recommend just like I didn't even know what Toho was. Did not know. I literally picked up a game because it was a rhythm game, and I like rhythm games a lot. I really like them. And so I got a rhythm game, and I loved just there was not much story behind it, but what little story there was so intriguing to me. I had to learn more, and then I just fell off. I got into the rabbit hole of Toho, and now I'm completely addicted. So, there's characters, and they're not only drawn well, like they're aesthetically pleasing, but they have core. Have you ever heard of a character stereotype where you have, like, say, the vampire and the maid serving the vampire? That's a pretty common stereotype. So, Zun, who is the creator of Toho and the creator of the characters, he basically worked in all this backstory and fit the stereotypes to a T. It's just so well made. I mean, well, hey, Rough Scales, how are you? But yeah, Toho, amazing. You should go for it. You should do it. You should be part of it. Yes. And there's even like an official manga and like fan manga, and because basically he created all of them off of character stereotypes. So basically knowing the stereotype and knowing the information about it, um, you could basically make your own fan derivation because of that. Mad Father. I could look at it. I don't know if I'd like it or not, though. It takes a lot to really get me interested in something, because I'm not somebody who, I don't like getting myself so emotionally involved with something, because it brings about a lot of anxiety for me. Toho was definitely an exception. That I was not expecting it, but I'm glad I got into it. Yeah, that looks horrible. Do I know Warrior Cats? I've heard of it. I haven't played it, though. I also heard that one's a really good game, too. yeah, Roblox, yeah. I kind of think with the scandalous stuff of Roblox, I'm going to definitely steer clear of that. I'm not really interested in all the young people that are on there. It's not interesting whatsoever to me. Roblox is, guys, seriously, it's just full of it's just full of young kids, you know? Like, you can't really find anyone your age on there. Oh, I heard Roblox lost, like, a good amount of their value with the scandal that's going on with them. I'm surprised that they're still holding on after all of that. But I don't want to get into the subject. Definitely not appropriate for young kids. Oh, good. They're gonna help? Good, 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 good. Hope Roblox gets sued into oblivion. Makes you wonder what they're protecting so much that they wouldn't just, you know. I'm surprised they're kind of fighting so hard on this. No. Okay. Yeah, I feel like there's something shady going on with them. And of course, kids are going to be angry. You know, because, no offense, they're dumb. Like, they're legitimately dumb. They probably, it's as if they want to be taken advantage of almost. You know, like, there's just certain things, you know, we shouldn't, you know, allow to happen. You know, you think the kids would be grateful for that, but no. They see it as, oh, I can do whatever I want on this game. They don't understand, like, the dangers behind it, you know. Of course, nobody asks to get into a situation, but, you know, kids need a better mindset of, you know, how to act. They need to get it together. They need to get it together quick. Because if it's not Roblox, it's going to be some other game. Like, for a while, it was Fortnite. Like, that was the game, like, that creeps were on. Then they moved to Roblox. Oh, and then there was Minecraft, too. I think there was something on there about Minecraft. There's one up-and-coming game. I forget the name of it. But there's another one that people have kind of migrated to. But it's all the same. It's just creeps and more creeps. And then some teenagers playing on there. Yeah, kids are incredibly dumb. Not all kids, but usually none of them have, like, what's called conscious thought. So they're pretty much running on autopilot because they're too stupid to have anything else. So they run on autopilot, get themselves into trouble, and then wonder why we're all upset. Well, we're upset because you didn't do, like, you weren't using your brain. If you can't use your brain correctly, then you can't use your brain to play games, to go online, Like, and it's also the parents' fault too. I mean, obviously they just don't want to probably deal with it. But then again, you can't also be responsible for everything they're going to do. It's a miniature person. You can't baby it forever. It's not a cat, it's not a dog. It will eventually have conscious thought, but until then, keep it off the damn internet. It's not hard. It is not hard. And if they don't want to listen to you, well, then you send them away. Let them understand that it's your way or the highway. Like, don't chicken foot around it. Just nip it in the bud. Get compliance or go away. Oh yeah, I mean, that's not to say like, yeah, I'm sure creeps have like always been on these games. There's always like a community of them when they first start up. I guess more of like the coverage and the issues stemming from it kind of rotate. So at first I don't know if it was Fortnite or Minecraft, but it was on Minecraft, and then they found the same problems with Fortnite, and now it's Roblox. Like it just keeps going back and forth, and of course governments are going to start looking at it, and they're going to start having stricter laws on it or stricter controls on it because it's happening so much and so frequently. And of course, when parents complain about something, that means it's got to be done right away to their standards or not at all, because apparently parents think they run the world. So governments are going to look at it and they're going to be like, well, damn, we got a bunch of angry moms and dads, in America or Britain or wherever you are, and they don't want their kids being, predated online. But they don't stop to think, well, maybe we should go back and say, okay, parents, did you try taking your kids off the game? Well, no, we thought it was a safe game for our kids, and that's why they are on it. And also, we can't be looking at them 24/7 a day. Parenting is hard. I don't want to look after my kid 24/7 hours a day. I want them to play games. And it's okay, all right, well, you're right. This game is made for children. You got to understand that that's not always going to be the case. Well, then we need you to maybe ban these games. This is inappropriate for my child. I mean, this kid got a picture of a strawberry and they were terrified, And the government's like, okay, well, what do you want us to do? We want laws that protect our kids and demand that they not play these games. Okay, so what do you think that we should do about it? Well, I think first of all we should have more parental controls. We should also have the game makers limit their online time. We should also do this, and this. And the government's like, okay, if we do this, will you shut up? Yes, until there is the next problem, which we will then definitely make it your problem. Until that happens, yes, we will shut up about it. All right, let's pass legislator. So then you get the legislature going through, and it basically says on these games they need a stricter rating, or they need parental consent, or some dumb law that makes it more difficult for teenagers and young adults and adults in general to just simply go online and play the games they want to. They never think, wow, maybe the parent should not let the kid do that. It's all very simple. It's just so simple. Yet I feel like I'm the only one who sees these simple solutions. That's what getting old is all about, people, by the way. When you get old, you realize that you feel that you have the most simple solutions to life's problems, but damn near no one else is going to see it the same way. And then even so, what you can do? You can just simply sit down and talk with them. And don't do it in a demeaning way. When you sit down and you tell your kid in a demeaning way, all right, look, there's things, there's things out there. If somebody offers you always say no. You never interact with them. No, you can say, look, it's time to make some good judgment, but you need to be aware of some things. And then say this, this, and this. And just be aware of it. And you know what? If they do start making a friend online, don't automatically be like, all right, I'm going to need to take that phone away. You're grounded for 2 months. You made a friend online. It's obvious they're out there to harm you. No, be like, all right, no, that's fine. But if the conversation gets a little weird, Timmy, my kid's going to be named Timmy or Gidget, one of the two. You say, all right, okay, that's cool. You make it friend, whatever. But hey, look, if that person starts sending you some weird stuff, you just let me know. I'll take care of it. It's really not. And look, if you do want to start a relationship, don't do it online. you want to see the person. You want to see the person face to face. I don't care who you are. You could be, as young as 14, or you're young and you've decided, hey, or how people like go online and they want to make friends. Make sure it's someone your age. Make sure it's in a safe environment, but also make sure that, I'm not saying you should go out and meet everybody you meet online, but say it's somebody from school and you're talking to them through the internet, then that's kind of okay. But don't ever let a complete stranger approach you and say, hey, let's get to know each other. That's just, it's just so stupid, and that's the end of my rant. But at some point, because let's see, the conscious thing I was talking about, for me that happened way sooner than it should have. So of course I had to stick around for like 10, 12 years, basically feeling like I was older than everyone else, at least in a mental way, physically no, and had to deal with all this condescending talk from people telling you what you can and can't do, and it just wears on you. It just makes you want to go out and do something. I don't know. Oh, really? Well, see, look, maybe this is why just a little bit of education is fine. See, for me, I'm somebody who is, if someone's going to approach me to tell me about a potential issue, the more condescending you are and the more you tell me I don't know any better, the more I'm not going to listen to you. However, if you approach me and know that I am your equal, and you approach me as I'm just somebody who was not aware, I will be more likely to take your suggestion than if you were to just force feed it down my throat. So, and I feel that would be appropriate for tons of young people out there and kids, because at a certain point, you're going to get tired of being treated like a child, and it's going to happen, but there's going to be still some important messages that you're going to want to need to know. Like, if someone approaches you and they start saying these things, that's a surefire, get out, Learn how to block people, learn how to just cut people out of your life if they're not being respectful to you. And that goes across the board. Doesn't matter if you're a child, don't matter if you're an adult. Someone's not treating you the way you should be treated in a friendship, as a coworker, as a mutual friend, cut them out, okay? If you don't learn that the most important person to make happy is you, you're going to start living for other people. The moment you start doing that, people will take advantage of you. Whether it is taking advantage of your time, your kindness, financial reasons, maybe you're so kind that you're giving them lunch money or doing something like that, they'll do that. And that's not the way things should be. If they want to take advantage of somebody, make sure it's not you. That's all I'm saying. Let me go run to the bathroom. I'm thinking I might end the stream here, but let me run real quick. draw? We drew Cerno. I think I'm going to be done for today. I do need to run to the grocery store and grab some food for us for later. 090925 stuff. There we go. That's what we'll name it. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize the time. I was trying to get out by 1:30 my time. I guess I didn't even notice. I don't need to save that. Okay, so what did we do today? Yes, I have done line work for pages 1 through 5. So I got 6 through 16 to do. Hey, that's better than not doing anything at all. I could have very easily just done nothing at all today. Productive. But no, I was extremely productive today. This is good. We should celebrate productivity. Yeah, go to bed. Why are you still up? Go to bed. All right, I think I'm gonna head out now. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Sorry the stream was, kind of short and stuff. I think I'm also off next Tuesday, so most likely next Tuesday, but I'll make a little announcement whether there'll be a stream or not. All right, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you later. Bye.